Showing you guys the best dribble moves in NBA 2K24 for all builds, no matter your height, no matter your ball handle or speed of ball. I've been playing the game a lot these first 2 days. You guys can see I'm a 91 overall. I can actually go to a 92 overall. I currently have a 91 win percentage, and I'm the 89th ranked player on the rep leaderboards. So I think you guys can trust me. I'm also going to be giving you guys some tips, settings, and also doing a dribble tutorial at the end of the video. 92% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you're one of those people, make sure to click the red subscribe button. Sub up and turn on noties. We're on the road to 700K. I'd appreciate if you could help me out. And if this video reaches 10,000 likes, I will drop an advanced hand cam dribble tutorial. And without further ado, we got a quick word from today's sponsor, and then we're jumping into the video. The NFL is back. The Lions upset the Chiefs the other night. And every week on Underdog Fantasy, I will be making picks for the NFL season. These are some examples if you guys want to get in on this. All it is higher or lower on your favorite player's player stats. All you're doing is you got to guess. You got to predict. Is this player going to have a good game or is he going to have a bad game? Are you going higher or lower? And you can 20x your money on a single pick 'em. If you put $10 and get 5 picks correct, that's $200. Underdog also has this insurance feature, so you can get 4 correct and still win money. And guys, if you sign up today, there's a Saquon Barkley half a yard pick'em special for week 1. This is a Sunday night football game, so you guys got a little bit of time to sign up. Code Solo will give you this, and it will also give you a second special mystery pick'em for week 1. So that's 2 specials, and also Code Solo will double your first deposit up to $100. They also have a ton of fantasy drafts. They're called Underdog Fantasy for a reason. I draft teams all the time. You guys can see I have like over 40 to 50 drafts right here. Sign up, use Code Solo. Tweet at me if you do sign up using my code. I'll add you to my Underdog group chat. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to tell you guys is that I would watch every single part of this video because I'm not putting any BS in it. I know some of you guys are just going to try and take the dribble moves and dip, but I'm giving you guys all the tips that I know when it comes to dribbling. First thing I want to talk about is the controller settings. So if you press start, go to option/quit, and then you go to controller settings. A lot of this has to do with shooting. I did drop a jump shot video already, so if you guys want to learn about some of these settings, then I'd probably watch that video. I have vibration on. I like how it feels when I'm dribbling. Shot timing, free throw timing, a lot of these don't matter. These are all with jump shots, like I said. If you guys go down here though, make sure pro stick function is on default and pro stick orientation is on absolute. Pretty sure these are the default settings nowadays, but back in the day, this used to start, I believe, on camera relative, and you'd have to change this to absolute. Pro stick function basically just decides what you are doing with your stick. So if you only want your stick to handle dribble moves, then you put it on dribble moves. But some people like to dunk with the stick, some people like to do other things, so that's why I keep it on default. Here are the rest of my controller settings. I'll scroll down if you guys want to pause the video and save them. In the settings tab, there's not going to be much here. Shot feedback is in here, so you should probably put that on all shots, but that really doesn't have to do with dribbling. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is under the progression tab, and that is going to be get boosts. We're keeping it real on my channel. Like some other YouTubers that might be lying to you, might be saying, oh, you guys want to buy Gatorade, you guys want to go to the skill boost, and you want to buy dribbling boost. Where are they? Ball handling / passing pack. Buy this, it's going to help you dribble. I don't know a single person, especially like that's good at the game, that buys this. You do not need to buy no dribbling and passing pack to be a better dribbler. Now Gatorade does help. It will help you with stamina, but it's very expensive. You guys can see 3,500 VC for 10 games of Gatorade. So yeah, if you're playing in a huge game like a wager or something, maybe you're playing a huge stage game, then yeah, maybe consider buying it, but I'm not buying this on the regular. Now what will help you is the weekly workout in the top right hand corner. You guys can see I got 3 or 4 stars on all of my workouts. That's what you need to do in order to get a perfect workout, which will give you the additional turbo meter, which you guys can see I have as active. Get 3 stars or better on every single workout. If you guys are gonna mess up a workout, like if you're in the middle of one and you know it's going bad, just close app or dashboard, load back in, and I think it'll let you do it again. How you guys do the weekly workout is you guys got to go to the Gatorade training facility, which I'm actually in right now. I'm on the practice courts though, so you got to go downstairs. So here's the Gatorade training facility on the map right here. So yeah, you just want to walk around downstairs and do all the workouts, like the bench press, the battle ropes, all that. When it comes to badges, badge points are gone in NBA 2K24, so it's not like I can tell you guys like the best badges to put on. You guys can see all my badges so far right here. I don't have too many of them like upgraded yet. Something that I can tell you guys about is floor setters. So when you guys do eventually get these, I believe they are in the battle pass. So if you get like a pretty high level in the season pass, then you will unlock these. You can set a badge's floor to gold, so it will automatically be gold and it cannot drop below that. Because as you guys know this year, all your badges start off on bronze, and as you use them, like let's say I'm shooting a bunch of corner shots in games, this badge will slowly start to progress to silver and potentially gold and Hall of Fame if you can get that. But if you use a floor setter, that will automatically make it that level and it cannot drop below it. So one badge that I'm considering putting as a floor setter is unpluckable, because this badge is still bronze. I played like 124 park games and it is still bronze. You guys can see handles for days, speed booster. These are already gold. It looks like these will be badges that are going to be kind of easy to keep at a high level, especially if you dribble a lot. But unpluckable, I might set this to gold. And also this is permanent, so that's why I haven't done it yet, because I'm still learning about all these things. I don't want to, you know, make a big mistake on this build and have to remake it. You also only get one floor setter per season, as you guys can see. Also with the new badge perks, if you guys want to get badges faster, make sure you're using these, because this scholar badge perk helps you get badges faster. That might be a reason why I have speed booster on gold already, because I have it in this badge perk section. And you guys can see on the right, a badge with scholar applied will receive a significant increase in badge level and progression in pretty much every game mode. Also, talking about the takeovers really quickly, obviously Y is going to be the playmaking takeover. Or if you guys are on PlayStation, it's triangle. Play take is actually very OP, not only for your dribbling, like you get some ankle breakers with play take, but also passing. Your teammates are not going to miss off play take this year unless they suck like really bad, then they might. Okay, so now it is time to get into the part of the video that a lot of you guys clicked on it for, and that is going to be my dribble moves. If you guys are new, make sure to sub up. We're on the road to 700k. I will say this is literally the second day of the game coming out. I'm sure I'll drop a new dribble moves video, you know, down the line as I continue testing things and labbing, but I have tested a ton of different dribble moves. Starting off, we have the pass style. I have none on right now because I haven't upgraded my pass accuracy high enough to get my pass style. However, if your pass accuracy is really high, I recommend putting on one like Steph Curry, Trae Young. Halliburton's a really good one if you can get it, but you need an 89 pass accuracy for that. If you're a center, try putting on Sabonis or Jokic. You should also try something like LaMelo Ball. Now let's talk about dribble style, and as I said earlier, I'm going to be mentioning dribble moves for every single height, every single build. So this John Stockton dribble style on your screen here is for under 6'5" builds. That's why I made my build 6'4", so that I get all the small guard dribble moves, because a lot of those moves are the best. So I've been using John Stockton. All you need is a 75 plus speed of ball. You guys can see the requirements in the bottom left hand corner for all of these dribble moves. However, I think that the best dribble style is actually Kyrie Irving, but I think you need something crazy like an 85 or an 89 speed of ball to get that. And on this build, I only have an 83. So if you do have a Hall of Fame speed booster build and you have a crazy speed of ball, I'd say go with Kyrie Irving. I've been using John Stockton. I think this one or Steve Nash are probably the go-tos for, you know, players that have a speed of ball like an 83 like me. If we're looking at the dribble styles, there are not a lot of options for builds that are, you know, 6'5" to 6'9". You can use this Kevin Durant dribble style. The one that I would probably recommend is Zach LaVine dribble style. As crazy as it sounds, I know Chelsea Gray was good in, I believe, 2K22. But yeah, for you taller builds, I go LaVine, but it's kind of looking clip for you guys. Now I gotta tell y'all about the signature size that I'll be using, and it is clearly Trae Young, because that's the only one I've bought. I tested out a ton of other signature size ups. However, I did it in blacktop before I made my player, so you guys can't see that I have them bought here because I didn't buy them. Trae Young ended up being the best one, at least for me. Steve Francis, you can get that at a 95 plus ball handle. I was considering getting that, but when I was dribbling in blacktop, it didn't seem as crazy as it was last year. Like the speed boosts are not like they were on 2K23 with Steve Francis. If you did go with a 95 plus ball handle, then you could try Steve Francis if you want, but I purposefully made my build without 95 ball handle because I didn't think Steve Francis was worth it. So we are using Trae Young SIG size up for now. Another really good SIG size up, and I was using this, I believe, last year and possibly even in 2K22, is going to be De'Aaron Fox's SIG size up. You guys can see you need an 80 ball handle and you got to be under 6'10". So this is for those taller builds. If you guys are watching and you have like a 6'8" or something, maybe a 6'6". Tracy McGrady is one of the SIG size ups that I used last year. However, you need an 85 plus ball handle. Again, this is for the taller build, so I don't know if you guys really have that, but you could give it a try if you do. Okay, so now we have our regular breakdown combo. This is a new dribble move, or a new like feature added into NBA 2K24. It wasn't in the game in previous years. I mean, it was, but all the breakdown combos were pretty much put into one package. Now you have your regular breakdown combos and you have your aggressive ones, which we're about to get into. I do the aggressive ones more, so this regular one doesn't matter as much as the aggressive ones. However, they are pretty nice to combo out of. This De'Aaron Fox one gives you a nice walk back. Like, hold on, let me go on to basic and then back to Fox. You guys can see the little walk back he does right when I go on to Fox right here, that walk back. You can actually shoot off of that if you want. However, I don't think that it's good enough for me to be using. I know a lot of comp guards that are using it though. Darius Garland is also a solid one. The one that I've been using is Steve Francis. You need an 85 plus ball handle. You got to be under 6'5". And how you guys do a regular breakdown combo is you just flick up on the right stick. You don't hold anything, no sprint button, nothing. You just flick up on the right stick and it'll activate this whole chain of dribble moves. Again, y'all could take the SIGs. I'm sure that'll help some people, but at the end of the video, I'm going through a dribble tutorial and showing you exactly how to use these SIGs and get open the best way possible. Also, by the way, for this De'Aaron Fox SIG, you need a ball handle of 80 plus and you got to be under 6'10". So those taller builds can get this. Okay, here we go. We got the aggressive breakdown combos, which I'll be showing you how to utilize at the end of the video. These are very important, at least for how I've been playing these first few days. As you guys can tell, speed boosting, you know, running left and right, that stuff's kind of been patched. Like, it's pretty dumbed down, it's pretty slow. But with these aggressive breakdown combos, I'm able to get some pretty good speed boosts, and I'll show you how to do that later. All of the aggressive breakdown combos on your screen right here are good. Curry, Fox, Garland, Murray, and Thomas. So these are your options basically. Like, depending on your build, your height, your ball handle, use one of these. If you like are restricted and can't get some of them, one of these will be able to be used. Like Jamal Murray, you only need a ball handle of 70 plus, and you got to be under 6'10". You'll be able to get that. Now, the one that I was using the first 2 days is actually Darius Garland. So in all the gameplay clips you saw in the intro, that was with Darius Garland. I like that one a decent amount. I started testing out some more before I dropped this video because I wanted to do all the research. I wanted to lab every single dribble move. This De'Aaron Fox one is actually pretty good. You get a crossover, like the first move. How you activate this move is you hold the sprint button, you flick up with the right stick, and when you do that, you get a crossover right away. And I like to run out of it, so it's actually giving me a pretty good speed boost. Murray kind of feels like De'Aaron Fox, but a little bit slower, and I guess that's why it's a 70 plus ball handle for this one and an 80 plus for Fox. Isaiah Thomas, though, seems the fastest, so this is the one that I've been using last few games. Majority, though, like I said, were with Garland, so any of these really will work. You could test them all out if you want to. Also, if you just try to run out of it to get a speed boost, it doesn't work, at least not for me. So at the end of the video, I'll show you exactly how I get my speed boost out of this. For escape moves, I'm using Trae Young. This is basically going to be your crab move. As you guys can see, the little hezzy left and right. I think that he is the best one, and it's been that way for the last few years. To get this, you need a 92 plus ball handle. So a lot of you guys won't get this, but if you did make a gold speed booster build, you will probably have a 92 plus ball handle, and you got to have a height under 6'10". This James Harden escape move is pretty solid. It's an 80 plus ball handle. I believe any height can get it. Kevin Durant is actually a pretty solid one. I know he's not known as like a best dribbler, but it's a ball handle of 75 plus for this one. Damian Lillard actually has a crazy crab move. Like, look at how far that flings you. I like that a lot. But this one is for smaller builds, so those taller builds are not gonna be able to get it. Now we have our combo moves, and this is something that I don't do too much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. All of the combo move options on your screen are good options. And again, De'Aaron Fox, this is gonna be the option that you'll take if you have a taller build, if you're 6'5 plus. Stephen Curry is the one that I'm using on my small guard builds. Obviously, you gotta have gold speed booster, 92 plus ball handle, as you guys can see. Tim Hardaway, this one's just a 90 plus ball handle. Any height can use it. So yeah, I recommend Steph Curry for this one. But again, it's not that deep. If you can't get De'Aaron Fox and you're on a taller build, if for some reason you have below an 80 ball handle, just go into the combo moves and pick one out that looks the best. Combo moves are something that I'm gonna have to continue labbing. I have not been using them like that. Now we have our crossovers, and oh my god, the crossovers are crazy on this game. I've been trying to put people onto them, like in my streams, or even friends when I talk to them. I'm like asking them like, yo, have you been doing crossovers when you're running down the court? Maybe it's just my crossover. I have this De'Aaron Fox crossover when I'm running down court, or even when I'm playing twos and I'm just going full speed towards the rim. Bro, if I do a crossover, it is crazy. Like, I literally fly. The crossovers are crazy in this game. They have not been like this in a while, if ever. I have been using the De'Aaron Fox crossover since pretty much the game came out. This thing is crazy. Look at the speed boost you get off the crossover. Keep in mind, you do have to run, like, you have to be running full speed down court when you're doing it. I did lab some other ones like Garland and Henderson. These ones weren't as fast, so maybe that's why people aren't gassing up the crossovers like I am. This Fox one, oh my god, bro, I be flying with this. Even on the twos court, you get right by the center with this. Like, if you beat the guard on the twos and you're running toward the rim, hit him with a crossover, you go right by the center. I'm telling you. Also, with this crossover, every height can get it. You guys can see height under 6'10". The behind the backs are actually crucial in NBA 2K24. They were never like this before. You guys can see, if when I hover over Curry, you guys can see the Curry slide right there. Curry slide used to be an escape move. However, this year the Curry slide is tied into the behind the back, and I don't know why it's glitching out like this, or maybe it's not glitching and it's just, I don't know, it looks like it's spamming the Curry slide randomly. But the Curry slide is tied into Stephen Curry. So if you guys want the Curry slide, you need a 92 plus ball handle. You got to be a small guard. Use Steph Curry behind the back in order to get it. However, the one that I've been using, and you can use this on any build because you need a 75 plus ball handle. If you're watching a Jimbo's video, you probably have that, and you got to be under 6'10", is DeMar DeRozan. This is the one that gets me open so much, and it clips in the intro. You probably saw me using it. It flings you. It gives you a crazy standing behind the back. I 10 out of 10 recommend you guys try this out. This James Harden one is 80 plus ball handle, height under 6'10". This one is very similar. This one might even fling you farther, but the thing is, it takes you a little bit longer to stop. Like, it flings you possibly too far. DeRozan flings you far, but it allows you to stop and just shoot off it right away. Harden is another one though that's pretty solid. I know a lot of top players that are using this one as well. James Moon is an interesting one. This one does not fling you too far when you do the standing behind the back. back. It definitely throws you a lot closer, not as far, but it's a little smoother. So if you guys want one that's not as crazy, James Moon might be for you. Trae Young behind the back, I wouldn't really recommend this one, but I did test it out. Now, when we're talking about spins in NBA 2K24, the spin back is looking patched. I have not seen anyone able to figure out how to do the spin back. Basic spin has been the best spin since 2K19, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I tested it. I tried to do a few spin backs, it wasn't working, and I kind of gave up on it. Let's be honest, who really be spinning around the court anyway? This is not an effective way to dribble. So I do have on the basic spin right now, but that's pretty much just because I don't really spin. Like, look at my player right now. Who does that? Now we have our hesitations, and as you guys can see, I only have one bought, which is Ja Morant. And oh my god, bro, this thing is glitchy. The hesitation you go with this, like, it's a side hezi. I'm sure he's gonna do it any second. Right there, that one. Look at how much space that was just created with that one move. Whenever I do this move, especially if it's at the exact right time, bro, my defender is not ready for it. Look at, I just jumped from the top of the key all the way to the right wing off of one hezi. Now I don't know if there are more comp ones in the game or whatever, but this one, bro, I put it on. I saw that it created that much space when I was looking through the SIGs, and I don't see why I would change it. This shit is crazy. 75 plus ball handle and height under 6'10". Pretty much every build can get it. Now for the step backs, I have a Luka Doncic step back. All you need is an 80 plus ball handle, which pretty much everyone watching this video should have. This Luka step back has been the best in the game since, I want to say, 2K22. It was definitely in the game in 2K23. I think it was 2K22 when they added it. It just creates so much space, and this is the step back that I'll be using. I also heard that Jimmy Butler's step back is actually pretty good as well. So if you want to put that on, maybe that has lower requirements, go ahead. For my triple threat style, we had to honor Kobe. We are using the Kobe Bryant triple threat style. This has no requirements. Now that you guys have the SIGs, that is only half of the recipe. It is time to show you the best moves, because I'm gonna be honest, if you put on the SIGs and go ahead and try and dribble, you're gonna be looking like a bot. Dribbling is really slow this year. It is a lot different. Like, right when you start playing the game, you're gonna notice it. I'm sure there's some other ways to practice dribbling, but the way that I like to do it is I like to go to the Gatorade training facility, which is right here on the map. If you click the little start button or whatever, that pulls up the map, you want to go to this subway station right here where it says arena, and then enter the Gatorade facility. If you go to the back door on the bottom floor, you click A on the door, and it'll allow you to go upstairs and reserve a private court where you can press left bumper and start dribbling. The first thing that I want to show you guys is about the left right, and it's about the speed boost. Because look, if you just run, like, you're slow. Like, unless, I think the Kyrie Irving dribble style actually allows you to run faster, but again, I can't get that. You need a crazy speed of ball for that. If you just run right and left, like, it's slow. You guys can see it's not like it used to be. And the way that I do my speed boost, look at this. Like, you guys probably think I'm just running, right? You probably think I'm just running left and right. Look at that. That's so much faster. This is when I'm actually just running. It looks like that, bro. So I don't know how many other people are doing this, because I literally found this out by myself. Like, I was talking to some actual other good guards, and I was asking him, I was like, yo, you do this too? And he was like, nah, I just run. All right, so enough with the talking. How I do it is I flick that same direction that I'm about to go. So the ball's in my right hand. I'm holding the sprint button. I don't know if you have to do that. I flick my right stick to the right, the way that I'm about to go, and then I just run in that direction right away. Literally right as I flick first, then run. If you don't run right away, it'll do this. It'll give you that Ja Morant hezi that I was talking about before that creates so much space. So now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you need on that Ja Morant hezi in order to run like this, because I'm kind of canceling out of the hezi when you think about it. Because if you just do the hezi, bang, it looks like that. But what I'm doing is I'm running before the animation can even play out. So I'll go like this, bang, flick in the direction that you're going with the right stick before you start running. Bro, sub up, because I'm putting y'all on. I'm really giving you the key to now. Like, you cannot move like this. You cannot speed boost like this regularly by just running. The next thing is going to be the snatch back. I want to talk about this because I don't think anyone really knows how to do it. If you just hold right trigger and flick down on the stick, you get the snatch back from 2K23. However, if you spam it, the second one will give you a behind the back. So you can't spam it by flicking down. Last year, the snatch back used to be right stick up, left stick down at the same exact time. Also, I hold the sprint button. I don't know if you have to do that. So hold the sprint button, right stick down, left stick up at the same exact time. That's all it is. Hold the sprint button, right stick down, left stick up at the same exact time, and that'll allow you to spam it. Also, this is a move that activates a lot of ankle breakers. Like, I got a clip, you probably saw it in the intro, with an ankle breaker off of the snatch back. In order to get this behind the back, which I use DeMar DeRozan, you probably saw me getting a ton of clips with it just like this. All you have to do is hold the sprint button and flick the right stick diagonally down. So I want to go to the left. So it's not going to be straight left with the right stick. It's going to be downward left a little bit with the right stick, just like that. If you go straight to the left, it'll do the hezi as I was speaking on earlier. I didn't get it right there. Hold on, I was looking a little weird. There's the hezi just like that. But if you flick diagonally down, it'll give you the behind the back. Now we're going to go the opposite way. So hold the right trigger and flick the right stick to the top left, not straight left. You're just gonna go top left. This move isn't really effective. Like, I wouldn't really like do this, but if you do that, or even the side hezzy like that, if you guys hold right trigger and then just go left on the stick, it'll give you the Trae Young escape just like that. And something that I like to do right after I do that is the behind the back. That gets me open a lot of the time because the defender thinks you're going left, and then bang, you hit him with that wide open green. If you want to know how to do the Luka Doncic step back when you're running in a certain direction, just flick down on the right stick and it'll give you the step back just like that. Make sure you're holding the sprint button. You got to be sprinting in a direction. I don't want this video to be too long, and I gotta get back to playing. I gotta get back to streaming. I've been streaming every single day on Twitch, YouTube as well. My Twitch will be in the description. It's solo_. If you guys want to drop a follow and watch me play, I've been doing very long streams. Like I said, 10,000 likes and I'll drop a full video just on a dribble tutorial. Like, not even